The white man pays Reverend Martin Luther King, subsidizes Reverend Martin Luther King, so that Reverend Martin Luther King can continue to teach the Negro to be defenseless. That's what you mean by nonviolence. I don't think of love as, in this context, as emotional bosh. I don't think of it as weak force, but I think of love as something strong and that organizes itself into powerful direct action. Some of the critics confuse non-resistance with non-violence. The goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to give Negroes a chance to sit in a segregated restaurant beside the same white man who brutalized them for 400 years. The goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to get Negroes to forgive the people who have brutalized them for 400 years by lulling them to sleep and making them forgetting what those whites have done to them. I don't think that is true. If anyone has ever lived with a nonviolent movement in the South, Montgomery on through the Freedom Rides and through the sit-in movement and the recent Birmingham movement, and see the reactions of many of the extremists and the reactions in the white community, he wouldn't say that this movement makes them, or its philosophy makes them comfortable. Nothing will they ever do. They will always talk it, but they won't practice it. And with the Supreme Court, if the NAACP can tell me that they won a desegregation decision for me 10 years ago, but yet the schools haven't been desegregated. As I say, this is a victory with no victory. It's a victory you can talk about, but it's a victory you can't show me. There is no violent solution to the problem that the Negro confronts in this country. And this is why I have constantly said that riots are socially destructive and self-defeating. After all, the Negro ends up on the losing end. We can't win a violent revolution. Most of the persons killed in riots are Negroes themselves. The only way the problem can be solved, first the white man and the black man have to be able to sit down at the same table. The white man has to feel free to speak his mind without hurting the feelings of that Negro. And the so-called Negro has to feel free to speak his mind without hurting the feelings of the white man. And then they can bring the issues that are underneath the rug on top of the table and take an intelligent approach to get the problem solved. That's the only way they'll ever do it. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.